Good day everyone, I am Kayla Nicole B. Arellano, 19 years old, and today I will analyze my learning styles. So, at first, I am unsure of my learning style, but after taking a learning style quiz, I discovered that I am more of a visual learner. So, the first step that I took to determine my learning style was taking a quiz or learning style quiz. So in this quiz, it contained 18 questionnaire and it has multiple choice which are A, B, and C. So the choices were categorized as follows. A's represented the visual learners, B represented auditory learners, and lastly, C's represented kinesthetic or tactile learners. So after answering the quiz, my result showed that most of my answers were A's. So indicating that I am a visual learner. So here's my result after taking the quiz. So here's the result and it has a lot of A. There's a few B, but all in all, it has a lot of A. So that indicates that I am a visual learner. After completing the first quiz, I move on to the second one, which was the multiple intelligence or MI inventory. So this quiz helped me to determine my multiple intelligence. And it was divided into three parts. And each part has a nine sections. And each part has a different rules. So in the first part rather, in the first part there are 10 statements, and by each statement, um, you should place a 1 in the statement if it statement accurately describing you. So here's my result. In the part 1 and section 1, I have only 5 ones. That means my have only 5 statements that accurately describing me, and so on. In the second part, which is the part 2, the rule is of the result of the part 1 is should be multiplied by 10. So here's the sections, here's the number of ones, and this is the result. 5 multiplied by 10 is equals to 50, and so on. And after that, let's move on to the part 3 or the last part. So here's the last part, which is looks like a graph. And this is the sections 1 to 9 after multiplied by 10. In this section, section by section, it has indicated intelligence or the learning style. And the section 1, it has naturalistic, section 2 musical, section 3 logical, section 4 existential, section 5 interpersonal, section 6 kinesthetic, section 7 verbal, section 8 intrapersonal, and lastly section 9 visual. So after this part 3, there are 3 questions. Number 1, what are your top 3 of learning styles? So, my top 3 of learning style are number 1, existential, number 2, intrapersonal, number 3 is visual. And the number two question is bottom three types of learning styles. So here it is. Number one, naturalistic. Number two, musical. Number three, or the last one, is logical. So the last question is that what do you think of what do you think your learning style tells you about the career you might get into? So I think my learning style and intelligence suggest that I might thrive in careers that involve deep thinking, creativity, and self-awareness. And like in visual learning, I might be good or I might excel in graphic design, architecture, photography, filmmaking, or data visualization. Or existential intelligence, this could be lead in careers like counseling, philosophy, theology, writing, psychology, or even research in humanities or science. And lastly, intrapersonal intelligence. Um, I might be suited for roles in psychology, coaching, writing, personal development, or entrepreneurship. And that's all that I discover about my learning style. Thank you.